Good morning to you, loves. This morning we honor the 20th anniversary of 9/11 with a look back on the events that day as they unfolded.
And how the second largest track meet in Texas plans to commemorate the day this weekend.
Plus the top 3 things you need to know today.
Let's jump in because the Wolfcast starts now. Good morning, Cedar Park High School. I'm Abby Martinez, joined by Jack Polishek and Katie Whitmarsh.
This weekend will mark 20 years since September 11th, and for many of us, this is a day we have heard a lot about, but not have known a lot about.
Since we won't be on the air this weekend, we wanted to take a look back on the events of the tragic day as the events unfolded live in front of the world.
We will warn you that some of the video you're about to see might be disturbing.
Good morning, America. I'm Charles Gibson.
I'm Diane Sawyer, and it's Tuesday, September 11th, 2001.
It is lunchtime in London, 5 a.m. in Los Angeles, and 8 a.m. here in New York, live from the CNN Financial News headquarters.
It is beautiful outside, perfect September day with lots of sunshine. Oh, would you look at Washington, huh? I'm going outside today.
Other than that, it's kind of quiet around the country. We like quiet. It's quiet. It's too quiet.
Number 2.
Yeah. This just in, you were looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center.
A la espera de mayores informaciones, saber qué fue lo que ocurrió, cómo fue que
Apparently a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center in New York.
現在私、貿易センタービルから1キロほど北にあります国連本部の
It does not appear that there's any kind of an effort up there yet. Now remember, oh my God.
Oh my God.
That looks like a second plane.
I did not see a plane go in. That just exploded.
We just saw another plane coming in from the side.
You did. That was absolutely
Yes,
by
and
my
that's
view.
the second explosion. You could see the plane come in just from the right-hand side of the screen. So this looks like it is some sort of a concerted effort to attack the World Trade Center that is underway.
Running away very, very quickly. There are more explosions further down the building.
This is so shocking, of course, to everybody watching.
I've never seen anything like it. It literally blew itself into World Trade Center.
The building's exploding right now. You got people running up the street.
David, we're going to have to cut you off. President Bush is speaking.
Today, we've had a national tragedy. 2 airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country.
And the Pentagon is being evacuated. There is a large fire there, and that is the smoke you see in the shot that you're looking at now.
It appears that an aircraft of some sort did hit the side of the Pentagon.
That's a very haunting description that Bob Kerr just gave of that low-flying aircraft near the White House, and one can only wonder if that was something that ultimately ended up in the Pentagon.
We just saw a live picture of what seemed to be a portion of the building falling away.
Wow.
And some people were...
Jamie, I need you to stop for a second. There has just been a huge explosion. We can see a billowing smoke rising, and I'll tell you that I can't see that second tower, but there was a cascade of sparks and fire, and now it looks almost like a mushroom cloud explosion.
Let's go to the trade tower again, because, John, we now have a... What do we have? We don't...
It looks like a new plume, a new large plume of smoke.
Only one tower is standing. The other has collapsed.
Thanks very much,
completely collapsed.
The whole side has collapsed?
The whole building has collapsed.
The whole building has collapsed?
The building has collapsed.
Heard a big bang, and then we saw smoke coming out, and everybody started running out, and we saw the plane on the other side of the building, and there was smoke everywhere, and people are jumping out the windows. Over there, they're jumping out the windows, I guess because they're trying to save themselves. I don't know.
And there's, you can see, perhaps the second tower, the front tower, the top portion of which is collapsing. Good Lord. There are no words.
There's a haze everywhere. It's very, very difficult to see
but there has been a whole area has been covered by soot and ash, such that it looks almost like snow. So as people are coming up the street running from the scene of this new explosion.
所有飞往纽约和华盛顿的客机都已转飞加拿大的机场。
I'm going to interrupt you, Senator McCain. These are the first pictures we have in. This is from Somerset County, Pennsylvania. This is where the United Airlines flight, I believe it is 176, went down.
Hillary, I need to interrupt you. This is a Taliban spokesman talking now in Kabul, I believe.
Freedom itself was attacked this morning by a faceless coward, and freedom will be defended.
I don't know about y'all, but that video was definitely really hard to watch. I think we learn a lot about it in like growing up and just like in school, but it's like we don't really know exactly what happened that day, and like to see it just like live, like as it happened, was just like.
Yeah, and throughout that video you can see all those timestamps, and it starts off just a normal day, and then all of a sudden the next thing you know, lots of people lost their lives, first responders lost their lives, lots of family members were impacted, and it's just, it's important to realize how important it is to have your people, because one moment they're there and then the next they're not.
And then like how they kept cutting between different like news footages and like all these different countries covering it. And it like really showed how like so many people were watching, and like nothing like this was ever covered on TV before. This has never like happened before. And I just like really feel for the people who were affected by it.
Yeah, it really impacted a lot of people, definitely. This Saturday is not only the 20th anniversary of 9/11, but also the day for the second largest cross-country meet in all of Texas. And our very own high school is hosting the event and plans to commemorate 9/11 as well. Reporter Maddie Cooper has more.
Thanks, Abby. Schools all across Texas are traveling to Cedar Park High School to compete in various races. Schools from Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, and others will all be here participating in the meet at our track.
This meet's been running a while, and it's been a great meet. It's been a big meet, the second largest in Central Texas for a long time. So it's a big deal for anybody that runs cross country first off, but then to pair that with September the 11th is special.
Not only will there be running, but Cross Country has invited different parts of our community to assist in commemorating the 20th anniversary of 9/11. The event is expecting to have fire trucks and firefighters on site, and our very own seasoned choir will be singing the Star Spangled Banner. Senior and cross-country runner Gareth Hopwood shares why this meet is so special to him.
It's kind of neat that we get to run at 9/11, and that's like a way we can honor those who died, is to run and race. I'm just motivated to do well. I mean, obviously we want to win as a team, and I want to be able to do well individually, but yeah, it's all about us doing well as a team, and I think we'll be able to, and that's, yeah, neat that we can do it on 9/11.
With around 40 teams racing, this will be a fun, entertaining event to show up to. Racing on our own course, our own ground, Cedar Park definitely has an advantage.
I'm really excited for this race. This is going to be like the first competitive race of the season, and I'm just looking forward to going out there and running my hardest with my team.
The goal is always to win, but more so than that, to go a little deeper, the goal is to run well. And so we really just want to put ourselves in a good position with our meet to do well, whether it be winning or getting second or third, but run well going through the season.
After the meet, the cross-country team is also holding their annual fun run, which will fund them throughout the school year. The fun run is a 2-mile run that starts at around 11:30 a.m. After the races are done, to partake in this event, there is a $20 fee. With Cedar Park High School News, I'm Maddie Cooper. Back to you guys. Thanks, Maddie.
Be sure to wish our runners good luck and come out and support them at the meet this Saturday at 7:15 a.m. Good luck, Wolves.
Coming up next, the top 3 things you need to know this morning, but first, a quick break.
We are not just here to share announcements. We are here to tell stories. Your stories. Students depend on us, and what they need from us is to be hyped, to be ready, to be informed, to be successful, to be Timberwolves. We are real news. We are sideline reporters, moment capturers, question askers, life sharers, cheers spreaders, and voice givers. And above all, we are students just like you, here to help you. We are journalism, newspaper, yearbook, and broadcast. We are CPHS News.
I'm Isaac, and you're watching Wolfcast.
Now, Cedar Park, here's Ross Laskowski with the top 3 things you need to know today.
Thanks, Abby. I'm Ross Laskowski, and here's your top 3 things you need to know today. First, this week, since fostering his own shelter dog, Austin FC goalkeeper Will Pulisic has spoken out with a message about fostering shelter dogs. In an interview with KXAN, Pulisic said, quote, "We want to help out these dogs by giving one a chance to be in foster, which will open up space at APA, so they're able to have a bigger capacity and give another dog a chance," end quote. The Clear the Shelters event started up on August 23rd and runs until the 18th of September. To find out how you can make a difference, go to austinpetsalive.org. Next, on Wednesday, a judge in Florida ruled that schools there are required to stop enforcing Governor Ron DeSantis' mask mandates. This marks more than 3 court cases that DeSantis has lost, including one to not require vaccines on cruise lines. The decision comes as Florida hits their highest spike in COVID-19 cases among the pandemic. Governor DeSantis' office made a statement about a possible appeal saying, quote, "Today, we plan to file our emergency motion to reinstate the stay, and we anticipate the appellate court will rule quickly, much like during the school reopening case last year," end quote. Lastly, in Williamson County, commissioners approved development for a 6 million square foot facility for Samsung Semiconductors manufacturing. This new building will create 1,800 full-time jobs at the Samsung plant and will create over 10,000 new construction jobs until early 2026. Unfortunately, in a statement to KVU on September 6th, Samsung stated that they have made no decision on a site for potential expansion. They said, quote, "All sites are under consideration and each community is performing the appropriate due diligence to put themselves in the best position for this opportunity. The actions by Williamson County and City of Taylor are part of their due diligence. We are honored to have such thoughtful consideration from all of the sites," end quote. There you go, Cedar Park. That's your top 3 things you need to know for today. With CPHS News, I'm Ross Laskowski.
Thank you, Ross.
That's all we have for today. Make sure you're keeping up with all of our content, so head over to our YouTube at CPHS News.
You can also follow at CPHS_sports for updates during the games.
Join us on Tuesday for a new story on our new head football coach, hiring now, and your first HOSA Health Minute of the year.
Thanks for taking time to join us this morning.
With CPHS News, I'm Katie Whitmarsh.
I'm Jack Polishuk.
And I'm Abby Martinez. Remember to make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.